Pandas. Pandas. Pandas, 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 pandas. I got broads in Atlanta. Just in Dublin and Atlanta. Pandas, welcome to the stream. Good morning, everybody. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Also, drop a GM in the chat if you haven't already for that. For the algo. For the algo. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Thanks for joining, everybody. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Top left of your screen, you can see my account balances. I'm currently down 375 because of a failed Big Mama last night. But also scalped out this trap, so we are kind of 1 for 1 right now. Edison Mesquita says, Hola todo bem e tu acompanho. Is this Portuguese? I can't even make it out. I can't even make it out. I don't know what. I don't even know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. I don't even know what it says. Zahari says, "Hey, I was wondering today. I am getting my first payout from a 25K account. I'm confused by if I can take out the maximum amount of 1,500 or not. Then I would blow the account and not receive the money." Well, if you're at a place where you with 1,500 will blow your account, then I'm pretty sure you don't have enough money in your account to withdraw. Kyle says, "Good morning, everyone." Great morning, everyone. Sorry about that. Mike Richardson, good morning. Happy Camper, good morning. Hugh, good morning. Phil X, good morning. I'm not sure if I've seen this name before. Phil X. Free Paper Cuts, welcome. Wayne Big Nugget, welcome. Speedy Boy, welcome. Zahari, make sure you know how much you need in order to withdraw. It should tell you. It should tell you on the it should tell you the minimum you need in order to withdraw in your account. Ira Cruz has just put my 2 weeks in as a journey lineman, making 175K a year, and accepted a position as an entry-level cybersecurity, making 50K, but working from home. Hopefully, I made the good choice. Wowzers. Interesting. Interesting. 175K a year. That's tough. That's tough to let go, huh? That's nice, though. That's a nice little salary you got. Just aim right. Trying to pass 150K count. Good luck. Power lines. Ho 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 ho. That's crazy. Power lines are crazy. I had no idea those are just naked wires. So I always see like birds on them, but apparently they're just live wires just hanging out there. Lineman is a dangerous job. It's a lot of physical labor too. I'm surprised they said cybersecurity job is giving you 50K. Maybe it's entry level. That's why. But congrats on getting a new job. I've heard the job market is a bit dry and a little bit difficult to get a job. I'm looking for a trap trade on a 10,000 tick chart. Looking for this trap to trigger. The 5-minute chart looks wild. It's just like a floating island here. Daily chart looks also insane, always in long. People just buying the closes. What does my weekly chart look like? We're coming back into this channel here, looking for a new high, most likely. You know what? Actually, it's more like this. Yikes, man. This is going to be a strong bull move. Got break a trend, new high with an L4 setup, trap trade triggers, but doesn't really go that far. And now it's coming back up, continuous uptrend. So yeah, maybe. If it's chop, gotta stop. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. Make sure you guys scalp that like button as you guys are joining. Pump up that algo. Pump it up. Let's get as many people on the stream as possible. Second entry short here, but we got to break a trend new low already. I'm really looking for the trap on the 10,000 tick chart. That's my main setup I'm looking for currently. At 10,000 tick, basically you got this break a trend to new high and this nasty A, B, C, and maybe a second entry long here beneath the 20 MA, and then we get a nice little swing downwards. We did have news this morning at 8:30, which caused us initial spike upwards, and then just reverses and kind of heading. Like, I feel like it's a downtrend. Like we could have a downtrend day today. We really could. Just Ainright says, I support my wife and 2 kids, so I have been hesitant to take the leap of faith. I'm trying to turn my trading hobby into a career. Yeah, I mean, that's huge. If you want to trade as a career, you have to you have to make significantly more than what you do as your full-time, as what you could typically can make on your full-time job with whatever skill set you have. And not only that, you have to do that as a hobby, so you're not like super dedicated. I mean, you're obviously gonna be a little dedicated to it, but I mean, full-time job typically it's pretty hard to trade, to be fully dedicated to trading. But in like the side hustle of trading, you gotta make more money doing that than your full-time job. And not only that, you gotta do it consistently and also have enough saved where you can take a couple hits. You know, maybe there's a year you don't even make money. And so that means you should typically have maybe 2 years worth of salary. I think people say 1 year salary, but I think 2 years of salary makes more sense, especially because if you're trading with that money. This is a lot. This is a lot you got to build up. You know, the most important thing definitely is your own consistency of trading. Without that, there's nothing. You have you have absolutely nothing. If you're not consistently profitable, you have nothing. It might sound like a lot and kind of overwhelming, but you know, people do it. So I just think that's like the best way to know if you're ready. Market about to open 3 minutes. Kyle says increase the playback speed before the open. Yes, sir. By the way, if you guys are watching, there is a little tip for any stream you watch to get to the closest as possible as real time. Make sure that live button is red, and not only that, watching 2x speed because there's a little buffer. Like YouTube, when it says it's live, it's not actually as close as you can get. There's a little, I guess, some tolerance, as you can maybe you can say, a margin of maybe a margin. That's tolerance. Just tolerance of a couple seconds when it comes to being live. Like they're like I think maybe like within 5 seconds or something they might be considered live still. But if you watch a 2x speed, you can get as close as possible. You should only really be getting 3-second delay here. So I got your short forming here. Again, the only setup I'm really looking for right now is a 10K trap. The reason being is because we already have a breaker trend new low, so actually I'm not looking for a short on the 2000 tick chart. Only if the higher time frame shows a short trade, I'll take it. Hugh says your clock is about 4 seconds behind mine. Alright, then you're pretty close. Blacklight says morning pandas. I tapped into the matrix. I'm here. You gotta escape the matrix. Ruben says gonna make this one my 3-day in a row. No FOMO, no hobo is essential. Yep. No FOMO, no hobo. Potential trap trade, 10,000 tick, right? You got a second entry launch triggering underneath the 20 MA, so you got a nice setup for a trap trade here. I'll definitely consider it. I've been eyeing it since it was the second leg went underneath the 20 MA. I prefer not to take it on an outside bar reversal. The only problem about these 10K trades is that the risk is huge. Typically larger than I'm used to. Such a push up. Can't even take the trap anymore here. So it's a strong move up. Closing above the 20 MA. Now you're almost looking for a trap on a 2000 tick chart. If we get a good signal bar here, I may be still tempted to go short here. 10,000 tick chart trade. Almost prefer if the risk is smaller here. That'd be nice. Trap trade, 2000 tick.
10,000 tick trap.
Trap on the 2000 tick does trigger. Okay. It feels bullish. It keeps like trying to it keeps trying to go upwards. The risk is small enough here for me to look for go in two contracts. Okay. Looks like it wants to go up. Or not. I don't know. $10,000 tick chart trade. If we're above the 20 MA, I cannot take this trade anymore. Alright, no joy on this setup. 2,000 tick chart actually might end up being a little bullish here. No longer interested in a trap on a 10,000 tick. It's going a bit sideways. Just sitting in pause. Need a little more price action here. I was hoping we get a good setup on the 10,000 tick chart. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's doing amazing this morning. Ruben asks, how to define traps? I want to trade them so bad, but I just don't know enough to be confident. Well, you come to the right place, Ruben. You're talking to the trap master. So good at traps that I myself get trapped. I love traps so much, I love getting trapped. L4 setup, spiking channel. Right, currently got spike channel. The channel's very like yeah. Strong bull bar currently forming on the 5-minute chart. It's so choppy, too many overlapping bars. Nothing to see here, folks. Okay, it's pretty decent strong bull bar on the 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart, pretty strong bull bar here. The 5-minute chart looks crazy. It's just all these gaps. $10,000 tick chart. No join the trap. Still spiking channel, I think, on a 2,000 tick. But the channel is so small, there's nothing you can really do here. Just aim right as what's your size positioning? Like my half side trade is 2 minis on ES. My full position is 4 minis on ES. I'm on 150K account, so I can trade 17 contracts. Yep. Just a matter of time. That's the typical rule of thumb is don't trade more than 2% of your capital, and that's how we get this idea of for every one E-mini you should have $10,000 on margin. Because your typical risk on any trade is about $200. 4-point risk essentially around there on average, and so that's $200. And what is $200 2% of? Well, that's $10,000. But you can be aggressive. You can do anything from 1 to 5%, in my opinion. For instance, if you have one E-mini for every 5,000, then your risk is essentially 4% on any trade. And everyone's tolerance is a little different, but that's general rule of thumb, 1 to 2%. So that's why I trade multiple accounts instead of just one, because I can spread that risk around multiple accounts instead of just one single. So like, what's better, 350K accounts or 150K account? If you actually calculate the amount of threshold you receive per contract, the 50K will blow out the 150K out of the water. The 150K, I believe, has what, $5,000 threshold. So if you traded 3 contracts on the 150K account with a $5,000 threshold, that means for every Emini, you have about, let's say you trade 3 contracts, you have what? You have $1,666 of threshold. But if you trade 3 contracts, 1 contract across 3 50K accounts, then you're basically, for every contract you have 2,500 threshold. So you have about $1,000 more threshold just by trading 3 50K accounts instead of 150K account. I hope that makes sense. And of course, it's a ratio, so they'll just scale up to how much you want. So technically, you should only be really trading 1 contract on the 150K account. Okay, so we got a break of trend to new high on this spiking channel, right? So the channel has a break of trend new high. I don't feel super confident of the bullishness here, just because it seems choppy to me, more than anything. But we're clearly above the 20 EMA as well, so you gotta call it as it is. Black Guy Gypsy says, I'm a little upset with Apex this morning, so try not to tilt. No joy on my payout due today. What do you mean by that? Like, did they reject your payout, or you didn't have enough money in your account to get the payout? Looking for a trap trade here? Sure, why not? If anything, it looks like a trading range. The 50K account is one of the best ratios. Like, if you want to trade 3 contracts with 1 single account, then your best bet is a 300K account, right? Because you get 7,500 threshold. So essentially, with that much threshold, you can trade 3 contracts, and it'll be the same as trading 3 50K accounts. It's just, yeah, it's just a lot more expensive. Let's just say that. And the annoying part is, once you get funded, you need to make $7,500 on the 300K account in order just to get 1 single payout.
10,000 tick trap.
It's a lot. I think it's a lot. Black Guy Jesse says, issues with third-party clients for payout. Ooh, okay. Thanks for keeping us updated. Yep. And if you want to pass your 300K account, you need to hit 20K profits. It is. But that's what news trades are for, right? Evals, for instance. Yeah, like the last news trade. Actually, you would probably have busted your accounts because it did like a double move. I would like a trap trade here, but no joy. No joy in the setup, it looks like. Failed second entry long is what I'm looking for. This lower high could be a potential short to take. I'm gonna skip it because you have within here perhaps a hidden second entry. Right? Some people would see that as being enough, and the context, like, it's in a good position too, like kind of right under, like tucked right underneath the 20 MA. It's kind of what you want. You want in that area. You don't want your trap to trigger around that area. At this point, we'll probably just look for a Pikachu trade or something. Right, it could be both a second entry short and a failed second entry long in one spot. We call it Pikachu. And that's why we have the Pikachu emoticon. Right? You guys like that emoticon? It's a panda with a Pikachu tail and a trap magenta box. It's just too good. If anything, this is kind of looking a little bit sideways, looking a little bit choppy, if anything. Justin Rice says, I want you to go Super Saiyan again. I can't do it on demand. Yeah, the market has to allow me to do it. I basically go on Super Saiyan if I'm a runner and we get 2 pushes in the direction of the runner. That's Super Saiyan mode, because then you could really fly. But it's been a while since we got a nice runner. I'll take a Pikachu trade here. 2 contracts. I'll try to swing one. Scalp one, swing one. Bouncing off the 20 MA, which is really nice. Just waiting for my setup, being very patient here. Okay, patience is a virtue. Okay, it makes me enter in a bad spot there. Kind of frustrating. We can go 1-to-1 here. Since I'm going to 1-to-1, I don't mind using this as my risk. Because it ended so quick, I couldn't move my stop, but we're still going for a 1-to-1 here. Just watching. Diamond cojones to the bitter end, pandas. Diamond cojones. I usually come out break even in situations like this because we already have a reversal, right? Usually reversal means that this is like gonna fail. And we're bouncing off the 240 SMA, making it a little less attractive, I guess, to stay in. Could have came out break even multiple times here already. Inside bar breaking to the upside. Hopefully the 240 SMA can protect us here a little bit. Oh, sorry, the 20 EMA can protect us. Giving us a little resistance here so we can bounce. It looks like the 20 EMA is not going to do its... Well, maybe. It's going to do its job. Still looking for a one-to-one. Unfortunate. It looks like it's going to stop me out. Tricky, tricky, tricky. It really does come after a break a trend to new high. A trap trade, thinking that we can get another push down here. That's what I was thinking. Overall market may just be choppy today. Who knows? Again, once this reversed, I could have came out break even a couple times. But maybe I'm holding the proper stop here. I like to see this through. I like one more reversal here and maybe one more attempt down. My stop is not up here. I would have been stopped out if I used this as my stop. But I decided to use this as more of a swing trade stop here. Could have came out break even again right there. And that's what people did. I think that's what people did. They came out break even right there. And now they're out of the trade. Just something maybe I should have done. Okay, strong bear bar. I like to see that. I've already held it this long, pandas. I might as well just hold it to the end. Give me a strong push down. I think this is our push down we're looking for. Holding that 1-to-1. Jeez. That 1-to-1 risk reward. Still haven't got there yet. I could take my risk off. It would hate to bounce off now after taking my risk off here. I think taking the risk off here makes sense. Because that reversal at this point is a little bit sus. You don't know what's going to happen. We're clearly underneath the 20 EMA at this point. Risk off here. Unfortunate. Looks like I'm going to take my stop out. I tried to hold as long as possible. I wanted the 1-to-1. and I felt like the move was strong enough for me to take the risk off. I didn't want to see a reversal there. I didn't want to see another push up. I didn't want to see a big reversal coming off the 240 SMA. Now it takes my risk off, and people probably entering short there. I don't know. Yeah, now it's going the direction I want it to go. Jeez. All right. My little diamond cojones have shriveled up. Cojones weren't strong enough, pandas. The cojones weren't strong enough. I was in the right trade. I had the right premise. I had everything right. And I held it too. I held it through a lot of like the reversal. Jeez. I wanted that 1-to-1 really bad. It hurts, pandas. It hurts. You know what it is, pandas? It's because I didn't enter in the right position. If I entered the correct, like if I was able to enter in the right spot, I would have entered here. I already have gotten my 1-to-1 on that initial push down. That's what happened. It's because I was one tick off. I was one tick off in my entry. That's why my 1-to-1 was a little bit different than I think the rest of the market. Because most people got their 1-to-1 here, and you can see that little bounce from that people covering, and then or closing their position, and then it's continuing down. I'm a little disappointed. Just a little, pandas. I hope you guys understand why I feel a little disappointed there. At least I didn't lose money. Jeez. Well, at least the runner probably wouldn't have gone very far. That's so unfortunate. Man, pandas. Now I don't know the setup I'm looking for. I mean, that was the setup I was looking for. I waited for it. I skunked it. Oh, man. Pandas, shake it off. Next trade. Shake it off next trade. Is there an issue with sound? I don't think so. Is there an issue with sound, pandas? Zahari says the minimum amount is 2,600 for the 25K cat. That doesn't make sense. Oh, wait, what? I have 2,700, so I have enough, but it says maximum withdrawal amount is 1,500. So I'm wondering if I take out that amount, would the account get approved before blown? I'm not sure what you're saying. So what happens is, it's a second entry short here. Starting to look a little choppy here, to be honest. Sorry, I'm a little bit confused what you're saying. So basically, this is the order of things. When you request a payout, then they must approve it. Once they approve it, then they will withdraw the money from your account. Once they withdraw the money from the account, then that money is secured for a payout. But it might take 2 or 3 days for that money to be taken out. So just be on the lookout for when the money leaves your account, and then you can trade your account back again just regularly. Shake it off, Pandas. Shake it off. It's all good, Pandas. I'm trying not to be visibly upset right now. I'm really trying not to be upset with that trade because I could have got my 1-to-1. Second entry short here. It's a good signal bar in the second entry short, actually. Coming off the 20 EMA as well. Only problem is we got to break a trend new low, and we're on the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart. Plus, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 overlapping bars in a row, so you get trapped out there. You just got trapped out. If it was short right there, and that's why I skipped it because of how ugly this looks. Do I want to take the long trade here? Not like this, right? Too choppy still. Right, this looks too choppy for me. It could easily scalp out, but I'm just saying. Okay, I see. 25K count. Profit target 1600 before withdrawal. Okay, trap does trigger. It's an okay setup. I don't know. I might go short here. The only problem is that the 5-minute chart is clearly bouncing off the 20 EMA right now. $10,000 tick chart clearly underneath the 20 EMA, maybe making a trading range. Yeah, I mean, we close above 20 EMA. Okay, I just count it as a blessing that I come out break even there, plus, you know, plus 1 tick. Because if I held this stop loss, I would have got stopped out. But I actually held this stop loss up here using this pivot, which actually saved me. But yeah, I don't know. It was all messed up. Entered in the wrong position. Took a slightly higher stop loss than I typically would. Okay, pushing up here. All right. I typically don't go short if we are above the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart. The 5-minute chart for above the 20 EMA, like I typically don't go short. When it looks like this, who knows? This could explode. It could still explode. It's looking like the market's turning into some sort of trading range, big trading range. I could do this. Maybe we're in a downtrend. Maybe I'll respect this. Maybe 2-tier channel. You got some price action here, price action here. Might get a bounce off this trend line now. I typically don't take a trade right off the first bounce of a trend line. I might do a lower low or a lower high to take that bounce. But straight up bounce off a trend line, I typically don't do because it typically doesn't work actually. Sometimes it works like beautifully, but it typically doesn't. At least there's an attempt to try to break out. Zari says, Okay, let me put it this way. I have the minimum amount to withdraw. Correct? It says the maximum payout is 1,500. I wonder if I take out 1,500 without trading and it blows. You cannot blow the account because you need at least 1,600 in your account to withdraw. So you cannot blow the account. It won't blow the account. You have really little money in it, but you won't blow the account per se. You pretty much have blown the account, but let's just say you do this, right? You request a payout, and then, by the way, people are asking about payouts because today is the first day of payouts for the mid month request time period. So people are just probably really wondering how payouts work. But essentially, when you request a payout, there's gonna be a period of time where they approve it, and then from there they will withdraw the money. But let's just say they approve it, you trade, you bust your account, or you get too low on your account, then they will not actually withdraw the money, and though it was approved, the withdrawal will fail. So the recommended thing to do is if you have an account that's like right at the cusp, let's just say like you're right at 1,600 and you're doing a 1,500 withdrawal, then you should not trade. You should just wait for the withdrawal to come out. Start a new eval or something. If you trade on sim, do anything else, just don't trade that account so you can actually get the withdrawal. All right, we got a L4 set up. L4 is good enough for me to go short here. Well, again, the problem is that we're above the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart. Yeah, I just can't do this. This is just confusing. Too much trading range, too much chop here. Actually, a lot of confusion with all these overlapping bars right here. A lot of confusion actually with this setup, right? Second to short ends up trapping and then going the way you want it to go, which is just super annoying. Super annoying to see that. Even though I didn't get stopped out up here because I had my stop loss, on the higher pivot right here, it still is very tricky. Goodness gracious. So Luis says, I got approved before my account got blown and received my penalty. Yep. So if your account gets blown, but they took your money out, that money will be given to you. So let's just say like you haven't gotten the money yet. They approve it, they took the money out of your account, but you haven't gotten the money yet into your bank account. Then even if you blow your account, they will give you your money because they took it out of your account, right? They took it out of your trading account. Right. So if you have 1,700, simple maths. You cannot blow the account with. Oh man, I'm getting a slight aneurysm, just a slight one here. If you have 1,700 in profits and you request a maximum payment of 1,500, your 1,700 minus 1,500 is $200. So you still have $200 left in your account. So your account will not be blown. Think, Panda, think. I'm thinking. I'm trying to. I'm thinking too much. Whew. It's painful. I just don't know. I don't know I don't know why. Well, what? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the question is. If you have 1,700 and then you withdraw 1,500, how much money do you have left? Think. The trailing drawdown turns to a static threshold. It turns to a static threshold. There's no more trailing drawdown. Look at my accounts right now. They're at a static threshold. Because at a certain point in time, actually was at the payouts. It's not static. Are you sure you're trading a eval or a PA account? What are you doing? All right, there was a wrong premise in the whole question, a wrong assumption. Zilla, good morning. 1700 minus 1500 is 200. 200 left to trade before blowing the entire account. Is that what you're saying, Penny? Yes, that is maths. It's amazing. It's a beautiful thing to learn. Oh my. Whew. Okay, but Zara, I understand where your confusion was. You didn't realize it turned to a static threshold. I can see why that's a bit confusing, but there it is. It turns to a static threshold, and it'll stay at, 25,100. I get it. Okay, I understand. Everything's gonna be okay, pandas. I think just this trade and the fact that I got stopped out, break even before it made the big move down. I think along with that and just I'm tilted. It is just plain and simple right now. I am just I'm tilted. I don't know how else to put it. I'm over the edge. Justin Wright says, wait, you have to convert the problem into percentage and convert the problem back to numbers to solve this problem. I think so. Something. You gotta change it back to shapes and colors and then bring it back to numbers. I think all the confusion is cleared up. I think we're gonna be okay, pandas. I think we're gonna make it through today alive. We're gonna do it. GC Burke says that trim threshold actually enforces some bad habits like taking profits too early to avoid drawdown and so encouraging scalping more than you should. I would agree with that and not agree with that. Is that possible? Can you agree with something and also not agree with it at the same time? That's what I'm doing. You can't tell me what to do. I can do whatever I want. Right now the market has just turned to an absolute sludge. And it's just going back and forth, creating all these overlapping bars. This is disgusting. Kellyanne said it's a system designed to help you fail, in my opinion. guess in a sense that's true. They want you to fail, at least for evals. And at a certain point, they turn static. So I feel like that's not the case when you have PA accounts, because eventually they turn static, and so you can trade however you want after that. I'll tell you my case of why I agree with that statement. I don't agree. The original statement is the trailing threshold makes you it enforces bad habits because you take profits too early, so you end up scalping more than swinging when you should be swinging. That is true and false. I think it's true for most people because most people trade too large. The static threshold or the trailing threshold is never even meant to stop you from swing trading, because the idea is that you have so much static threshold, or sorry, you have so much trailing threshold that you can actually swing trade. And if you're in a proper swing with the right sizing, the threshold is large enough for you to do scalping or swing trading. But the problem is because if you're trading a 25k account with only what's the threshold, 1500, then it's like, well, a lot of us trade like one whole E-mini when we should be trading micros. Or even the 50k account, you should be trading micros instead of E-minis. And trust me, you can swing E-minis with the $2,500 threshold. It can be done very easily, actually. But the fact is that we just trade too large. We're trading too large for the accounts we're using. So it's both ends, right? It is, right? But if you trade the right amount, so if anything, Apex is trying to teach you how to trade the right sizing. They're trying to teach you that, with this account, you actually be trading micros and not aiming to, make $20,000 a month just, trading, because, what the margins are giving you, it's just not, that's not actually what you should be aiming for. So I think it's both. Right. For every E-mini, you should have $10,000 of margin. Like, if you're doing a personal account. But, if you're trading, the only way you can even get close to that is the 300k account with 7,500 margin. It's not even 10k. At that point, then you can swing trade. Like, you can swing trade on a 300k account with one E-mini, I think. Just one single contract you can swing trade, though. GC Berg says, yes, but one problem is I've had problems with Replicanto trading like 5 micros. Yeah, that could be a case too. That could be a problem, issue too. Micros are definitely less liquid than the E-mini, so you might have trouble like getting filled in the right spot. All right, what's going on here, pandas? Like I mentioned, I don't go anything short when you're above the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart, unless there's enough room to the 20 EMA, which there was enough room from this entry here to the 20 EMA, at least for what I was aiming for my take profit. GC Berg says, basically you have to calculate the odds of your worst drawdown based on strategy and trading sense. Exactly. That is perfect. That is a good explanation. And as we're down 350 because a failed Big Mama overnight, but we also got a successful scalp here, about 3 points, and we end up skunking this trade because it comes out taking my when I move my stop loss to take my risk off after this big push down, and then it made the move down. But no harm done. It's not that big of a deal. 1, 2, 3. It's about 3 points lost there. unfortunately. I'm just happy I didn't get stopped out. How about that? Count your blessings, you know, the small ones. Gotta find the silver linings. Okay, we got this like channel just moving upwards here. 5 minute could be a potential trading range day. Big down, big up. But the problem is that we're also just ramping off the 20 EMA, so this could be a big uptrend day today. Daily chart could suggest that we could be always in long. Which means bull trend day today, if anything. Oof, breaking the upside of this ascending channel. That's crazy. Potential double top here. I'd like to see how it reacts off this level. The 10,000 tick chart showing us beautifully the trading range. This is the trading range indicator on the 10,000 tick chart, and you can see that it bounces off the top here, comes to the bottom, attempts to hit the top, hits the bottom again, now comes right back to the top of the trading range on the 10,000 tick chart. This is an indicator, by the way, creating these trading ranges. You can find it at twoleggedpullback.com if you want more information. The 5 minute chart makes a new high. I'm curious to see if this turns to a double top or not. It may not, because you know we are ramping off the 20 EMA like this. Like, we just have a strong bull trend day today, but it might, because we had this big down and big up. So sitting on my pause, I just don't know what's happening here. Not that I don't know what's happening here, I can see what's happening. I just don't have a setup or trade or really any like plan here other than maybe a failed second entry long. But even then, it's a bit sus because we're so far above the 20 EMA. I kind of want to see if it creates some sort of double top, like a reversal pattern off of this double top here. If it creates some sort of reversal pattern, again, such as the failed second entry long, then that may entice me to take a trade. But we shall see. Maybe it's a second entry long here. You know, really, you just don't know what's going to happen here. It can be a double top, right? Downtrend, it's coming back to make a double top, continue the downtrend. It can do that. We just need a price action to tell us what it wants to do. Creating a second entry long here, on its own, I would never take a second entry long that looks like this, let alone being far away from 20 EMA, bad signal bar, top of a potential double top of a channel. It's just everything about it is this. I just wouldn't take it. I wouldn't take this trade. The market says, "Who cares? Who cares what you think, buy my money? We're gonna do whatever we want." Terrible setup, but we're just gonna blast off here. If you're having a hard time finding a setup here, I completely understand. The 5-minute chart may simply just been always in long. Maybe after these two bull bars, maybe always in long. Definitely always in long after this pause bar. You can tell traders went always in long here with the price action. Almost undoubtedly, they went always in long right here by the close. Strong bull bar ending on its high on the 5-minute chart. Ending on its high. Incredible. What a move. I mean, Pan, it's like, I cannot take a long here. Like, who can do that? Bulls have serious diamond cojones. Jeez. I mean, 5-minute chart. Bulls is buying long. They don't care. They're buying anything and everything right now. Gregory Kadok is saying that if you're requesting a payout and it's impending and you blow the account, or let's say even go under the threshold, then or under the minimum account balance you need to withdraw, basically payout city. If you request a payout and you leave payout city, then you will not get your payout if it's pending. But if it's approved, I would say even if it's approved, you gotta wait for the money to actually leave your account. Then you can do whatever you want to your account. I don't know if approved means the money's already taken out. if it means the same thing, then okay, that's fine. I just don't know. I don't remember like how long it took for the money to actually be withdrawn from the Apex accounts once the payout has been approved. I don't remember. Basically, there was everything about this trade was terrible, and it works out beautifully. It's quite fascinating. 5 minute chart creating a wedge of some sorts. 3 pushes up. Zilla asks, hi everyone. Anyone from Canada? Just curious, do you have to declare your profits from Apex when filing taxes? I'm sure you do. I'm sure that I'm sure you gotta. I mean, if the money's going into a Canadian bank account, I'm sure. If it's going to a U.S. bank account, then you probably have to pay. Actually, I don't know. Then do you have to pay U.S. taxes? I don't know. Okay, big push down. Big push down. I would look for a fail second entry long in this area. I would be comfortable taking that. Right, we're hitting the top of the trading range on the 10,000 tick chart as well. 5 minute chart wedge setup for reversal. 2,000 tick chart, still above the 20 MA. We need a stronger push down than this. We need more confirmation, basically. Decent push down here. All right, overshoot should lead to an undershoot here, in my opinion. Lou, the writer, says he thinks it's a 1099. Yep. It's 1099. You're not actually a trader, you're a contractor. So you're not filing taxes as a trader. Okay, strong bull bar. Ending on its high. Bouncing off the channel and pretty much the 20 EMA here. Maybe fail second entry long. That's what I'm looking for. So if it's 10-9, then there's no capital gains tax. That's correct. It'll basically just be like income. And if you file taxes, make sure you put expenses, right? If you paid for your evals, pay for your PA fees, make sure you write that off. I trade under LLC. What's going on? I trade under LLC, so I write everything off as much as possible. Fail second entry long here. I might be interested. The market would be so kind to give it to us. It might not give us an opportunity. We may just have to go short. Yeah, it might not give us an opportunity. It might just reverse. Yeah, it's reversing. It's no setup here. It's just gonna reverse without us. It's gonna reverse without giving us a setup. It's one of those. It's one of those. You call the premise right, but there's no setup for your entry. I might give you like a micro double top here. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. There's no way you're giving us a setup like this right now. Shut up. This is a trap, isn't it? I'm gonna get trapped here. I'm gonna get tricked. This is a trap for sure. Something's happening. This is not right. It's too juicy. It's too juicy. Shut up. There's no way you're giving me this. It's a bad signal bar. Risk is not too bad though. It's a bull bar ending on its high. Ouch. I don't know if I want it like this. The signal bar is really bad here. I like the context though. I like the context a lot. Basically a failed breakout. Creating this double top here. Give me a good signal bar here, pandas. I'll take it. Goodness gracious, I'll take this. Give me a good signal bar. Hopefully small risk. It looks a bit bullish though. It keeps like flashing green. Okay. All right. Sweet. Interesting. Oh, this one's tricky, pandas. This is sus. This feels sus. Something about this is not right. Especially keeps trying to go up. Something's not right with this setup. Like I have a feeling the moment it triggers, it's gonna bounce off of it and just reverse, rip my face off. I don't know if I can take this. It's closing now clearly above the 20 MA. I just can't take it anymore. Pass. Skip it. Alright, you got the overshoot now leading to the undershoot. We might just continue this uptrend. Maybe look for a new high. I don't know. I don't know. It's a bit tricky for me. Okay. Trap triggers 5-minute chart. I don't know, pandas. This is. I don't know what to do here. Hooey! How confusing is this? Jeez. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. What is going on here? Pandas. I'm about to fall asleep. What in the world? It's just 1, 2, 3, 4 overlapping bars. Coming after 1, 2, 3 overlapping bars. It's just a place where you just do not trade. It's no trade zone right now. For sure. Very hard to time. The reason why it's, it's hard to trade chop is because it's hard to time the breakout. Like the successful breakout, at least. It's really hard to time it. Kyle L saying micros, micros, micros. Yeah. If you feel like you need to trade micros. It's not a bad idea. Okay. 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 Big move up. New high. Trying to be created here. Trying to, at least. Bulls are still always in long. 5-minute chart. You can see that they literally bought the close of this bear bar. So you know they're always in long by the close still. Bulls are stronger than you think at this spot. No idea what's going on. Sitting on my paws. Most days are difficult. Perhaps trap trade to the long side here might be good, but even then, I think I'm sitting my pause. Or it's just too choppy. Potential trap trade here. Second entry short. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I should be selling with limit orders somewhere up here. And waiting for a big reversal. I feel like I should be doing that. Thinking the day will lead into a bigger trading range day. If I could have one Walmart trade, that's probably what I would do. Uda Writer asks, question pandas, I just hit 26,500 on my 25k eval count. Do I need to keep it above that for 7 days? Or just trade 7 days without going below my trend threshold? You actually need to trade 7 days and keep it above 26,500. That's what you need to do. You need to do both. And the typical way to do that is trade micros. Like, hopefully you're like maybe at least 20 bucks above, the goal. You literally trade one micro, in and out of the trade. So you're taking 0 ticks, but you get hit with the commission, like it's like $1 commission or something, $2 commission, and that's that. Counts as a trading day. Okay, trap trade triggers here, but it's a bit choppy for me to really find any setup here, to be honest. New high looks like it wants to be created though. Just a new high from here. From this break of trend, new high, right? Overshoot, undershoot, break of trend to new high. That's what you're thinking. Or at least an attempt to this high. All right, Pandas. I think that's it for today. We're down a little bit today, but it's all good. Yeah, I think today's a little bit tough. Nothing really good to see here. No good setups, in my opinion. And it's a little bit confusing. So take it as you will. Take it as you want. Pandas, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow, 9:15 for the mainstream, 9 o'clock for the pre-market show. Make sure you guys trade safe. Make sure you guys stick to the plan. And just know that tomorrow is a new day of trading. Today doesn't present itself any opportunities. There's always tomorrow, Pandas. With that being said, Pandas, I'll see you guys. Happy trading. God bless. Bye.